Okay, so solve P1 V1 divided by T1 equals P2 V2 divided by T2 for T1. So here is my T1. A couple things to keep in mind. These T's are completely different variables. This is, I believe it's temperature for one, temperature for two. Okay? And these P's are separate and these V's are separate, so you cannot combine them. T1 on both sides. So this is another rational equation. You have two rationals with an equal sign, and so the best way to do this is to get rid of the denominators. Another thing you could do when you have a fraction equal to a fraction is you could cross multiply. So which way do you want to do it? Cross multiply? So let me rewrite this problem. Now, the common mistake with cross multiplication is you can only do it if you have one fraction equal to another fraction. So like if you had, where's a good one on here? I'm not seeing one. I don't see one on here. Oh, like 14? You can't cross multiply 14 because it's one fraction equal to two fractions. So cross multiplication says you could take these and set them equal to these. Right? So P1 V1 T2 equals T1 P2 V2. And I forgot, we're trying to solve for T1, right? So how can I get T1 by itself? Divided by P2 V2. P2s, V2s, T1's by itself. Notice that these P's do not cancel because one's P1, one's P2. So my answer is T1 equals P1 V1 T2 divided by P2 V2. Check my answer. Notice they did T2 P1 V1. They did T2 P1 V1. And so the order is a little bit different, but the order doesn't matter when you multiply. Okay? So it is the same thing.